Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I actually filmed this look and I was planning on uploading it on St. Patty's Day, but my skin, it was just like, it was so bad, and I didn't realize how bad it was until after I filmed it and it was edited, and I was just like, dang, I can't upload it because, as you guys know, I broke out in a rash. It's called contact dermatitis, and it's basically, you know, allergic reaction. So that's why I'm refilming it, but my skin's in a lot better shape, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. It actually, this time around, it came out so much better. Like, I'm looking at it, you guys, the first time I filmed this, I'm not even kidding, like, gloss was kind of like dripping down here, and what else happened? My lash was falling off, like, it was a hot mess, and I was gonna upload it like that and just be like, you know what, F it. You know, these things happen in real life. But I'm glad I got a chance to refilm it because it looks like 10 times better this time around. So I hope you guys enjoyed this glossy green tutorial, and let's get started. Let's start by applying the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Really, you just need like a pea shape. Small little pea shape. Today I'm using the Cover FX Liquid Foundation in N90, and I'm applying it with the Beauty Blender. Ooh, went a little darker. So far, Cover FX and Bobbi Brown right now are like the only foundations that aren't irritating my skin. So, gotta stick to it. I'm concealing my under eyes with the MAC Pro Longwear in NC42. So I'm gonna use two different translucent powders. I'm gonna use the regular translucent powder from Laura Mercier under my eyes, and then I'm gonna use the medium deep translucent powder around the outside of my face. Pow. I always like to use the lid, you know, like I'll dip it into the powder and then tap off all the excess on the lid. That way I don't get like that flashback if I take pictures, you know. Because if you cake on the translucent powder, you're gonna get a flashback. Yep. I honestly could use medium deep all over, you know, but I like a little highlight. The same thing with the medium deep. Make sure to tap off like as much product as you can because this color will get dark, and we do not want that to happen. See? See it? See? Thank goodness my skin is like looking a little better. That shit was annoying, okay? Alright, so I'm applying the Cabral from Benefit all through my brows. This is number 5. I think it's the darkest shade or second to darkest. And I always draw that line underneath at the base of ooh, I was about to say lash, at the base of the brow. And then I kind of like push the product up like this. Push it up, push it up, push it up, push it up. And it kind of fills in the brow in like a natural way. And then I draw a line at the top. So I'm gonna use the same concealer I used under the eyes to clean up the brows. And I always like using a synthetic haired brush. This one I believe is Makeup Forever. Oh shoot, there's no brush number. Ooh. Well, any synthetic hairbrush works. I just like how stiff a synthetic hairbrush is. That's why I use it. Boom. Okay, so this is super cool. This is Fix eyeshadow base from Urban Decay. 100% of the selling cost goes to women empowerment charities, so I think that's really dope, which is why I've been wearing it ever since Women's Day, but I think it's really dope. Gotta support women, you feel me? I'm using the same brush I used to clean up under my brows, by the way. And it's also gonna be the same brush I use for my lid color. Okay, so transition colors, which are the crease colors, are the most important step of your eyeshadow, at least in my opinion. And I found a new palette, it's really dope. It's from Dosa Colors. It's called Baked Browns. You can kind of see it here. I believe this just came out, or it's about to come out. All of the browns are kind of like, well, these are warmer and then these are kind of cooler browns, which for my skin type works the best. I did notice that this color shows up a little bit more like reddish mauve than it appears to look. Or maybe it was a combination of the two. I've only used it one time. I liked it, but it's definitely like on the reddish brown side, which, I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that. So I'm gonna first apply Deserted in the crease. And you can see it's kind of like the same as my skin tone, which I like. I like my first transition color to be about my skin tone, maybe a little darker. Anything darker than that, for me, it's kind of harder to blend. Next, I'm gonna apply Rock Bottom in the crease as my second transition color. These are high pigmented, so make sure just to start with like a small amount on the brush and then gradually add more. That way you don't like freak out when it shows up pretty dark. Ooh, this is brand new, look, boom. This is a new Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. It is, if I say it wrong, okay, don't judge me, but Jean-Michel Basquiat. It's a collab with the famous artist. See how pretty? Ooh, oh crap. Stuff just flying everywhere. I'm gonna use these two shades, the two green, Graffiti and Exu from the palette. Super pretty. So use the same brush you use to apply your eyeshadow base, this synthetic hair brush, and dip it into the Graffiti green color. And I'm just gonna press it all over my eyelid. It's like a really pretty, how do you say it? Like mossy green. Dark green, if you will. Now you want the green to blend in with your crease color. So I'm actually gonna use the same brush that I used in the crease and put a little bit of this Graffiti green on the brush and kind of blend it into the crease. I'm gonna do that after though. So just blending the green in the crease. It really helps having those brown shades in the crease first, because now this like frosty color is gonna blend perfectly. I found this really pretty eyeliner from Smashbox called Baller. It's like a emerald, it's just a really pretty green. And I'm gonna line my waterline with it. I'm gonna like try not to make crazy faces. So line your waterline and under the lash line. Ooh, it's like a perfect match. Next, I'm gonna use this bullet brush from Makeup Forever, brush 216, and I'm gonna dip it into the Graffiti green, and I'm gonna smudge my bottom lash line with it. I love how green looks on brown eyes. I feel like it makes the brown just like pop, 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 pop. Oh, that didn't sound too good, huh? I'm gonna pop, pop. All right, using that same bullet brush, I'm gonna apply Exu. I don't know if I'm saying the names right, but this light green on the inside of my, like kind of like the tear duct area or the inside lid area or whatever you wanna call it. Just gonna press it on the inside here. This just makes the eyes look, you know, a little more dynamic and fun. All right, so because we're gonna put the gloss on the eyes, I'm not gonna do winged eyeliner. I just feel like the gloss is gonna move the eyeliner and it's gonna be a hot mess, and let's just like try to avoid that, you know what I'm saying? So this is Kat Von D Trooper Eyeliner. It's like a black liquid liner. I like it because it's really easy to use. I've kind of been liking using liquid liner on days when I don't wing. It's just kind of easy because it just lays flat against the lash line. You could just like drag it, get like a really thin line, you know? See how easy that was? Just a really thin line. Yeah. And then you guys already know how I feel about my mascara and my primer. So I'm gonna use the Voluminous primer on my bottom lashes. And while that gets a little tacky, I'm gonna do my Maybelline Big Shot Mascara on my top lashes and my bottom lashes. I like really love this green, it's so pretty. So the first time I filmed this, I made a huge mistake and I applied the gloss before the lashes and it was just a hot mess. Well, one, I applied too much gloss, so it was like dripping down here. And then two, I applied the gloss before I applied the lashes and it just like my lashes were falling off. So I learned my lesson, which is why I'm telling you guys not to do it that way. But really, I'm gonna apply the Monaco lashes from Lilly Lashes. I've used these, I always reuse my lashes. I think shoot, saves you some money. Boom. Just saves you money. You can probably get like 20 uses out of these, I'm serious. Alright, so I'm going to apply a really thin layer of my favorite glue called Callas glue. Well, I shouldn't say it's my favorite, but I just really like it. Wait a few seconds for it to get tacky, look down, and just place it on your lash line with tweezers. So this is the fun part. I'm using the McGrath Clear Vinyl Lip Gloss, and I'm just gonna put a P shape on the back of my hand here. I've learned that if you start with just a small amount and then gradually add more as you need it, it's not gonna drip and it won't move. It's crazy. I really haven't tried any other gloss other than this, but this did not move the last time I wore it. I wore it maybe like a week ago, and it was just like I was experimenting with it and it didn't move at all. Like it stayed on all day. My eyes were kind of heavy. Like when I would blink, it would like, I could feel how tacky the gloss was, but the effect of it, the look of it didn't change, and it was bomb. All right, so this is the Bobbi Brown eyeliner brush. I don't know how this is an eyeliner brush. It looks like a lip brush. You see it here. It says eyeliner, but yeah, I'm just gonna use this to apply the gloss. Let me show you guys how like little of amount I'm putting on. See how it's like just a tiny bit? So first place it kind of in your crease, because if it's too close to your lash line and you put too much on, it'll like, you know, drip. Ooh. Ooh. And it's kind of like a tapping motion. Tap. Tap. Kind of like tap and wipe, but not like windshield wiper. Gentle, people, gentle. And I'm bringing this all the way up to the crease. And it's kind of up to you if you want to bring it up to the brow bone. I personally like how it looks when it's just on the lid and in the crease. The first time I filmed this video, I brought it all the way up to the brow bone, and like it just looked like, I don't know, it just looks better this way. Trust me guys, trust me. Same thing on this eye, kind of starting in the crease and then just kind of wiping it all over. Alright, we're going home. Time to go home. When I do Soul Cycle, like when we're towards the end of the ride, it's like, are you guys ready to go home? It's like, that means it's like towards the end. Alright, this is Bobbi Brown Bronze Shimmer Brick. The shimmer bricks are good if you want like a really like just subtle, not over the top highlight. Like it's still booming, but it's not like bam, you know? Booming but not bam. Booming but not bam. And this is a Sigma, I think F35 brush. No, F42 brush. See how it's like a subtle highlight? Put a little bit on the nose. One of my favorite blushes, MAC Sweetest Cocoa. Nice brown, neutral brown. Ooh, I look so bronze. Well, I guess I did go darker in my foundation. One of my favorites, MAC Cork Lip Liner. Ooh, Maybelline Toasted Truffle Matte Lipstick. A little different. And I'm going to finish off my lips with the Bobbi Brown Almost Pink Lip Gloss, which is kind of like a sheer gloss. Thank you guys so much for watching this glossy green eye tutorial. I'm so glad that you guys were patient with me. I know it took a while for me to upload this video. It was supposed to be out a while ago for St. Patty's Day, but you know, you guys know it was a situation, okay? It was a lituation. It just wasn't popping. It wasn't booming, and I look crazy. So boom, there it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and last but not least, strut and slay. All right, one of my favorite brushes. I like feel like I'm not fancy enough for this backdrop. Like for real, like look at me, I look like a bum, and then look at the backdrop. It's all like booming. That's all right, that's okay. Ooh, there it goes. Oh, okay, what's going on with my light? Ooh, we're almost done. Ooh, my weave itches.